Most of you think being seen is just about confidence. It's not just about confidence because you can fake confidence. So it's not about that. What it's really about is permission. The sunshine siren energy is what happens when you stop shrinking your light to make other people around you comfortable. You finally let yourself be fully seen, fully enjoyed, fully witnessed, not halfway, not dimmed, not palatable, but fully seen, right? Sunshine doesn't ask for attention. It naturally becomes the center of everything around it, and people take notice. And that's the energy you step into when you activate this siren. This is a woman who walks into rooms and people feel her before she even speaks. But when she speaks, people stop. They shut the fuck up and they listen. Not because she's making them, but because they want to, because of the energy she brings. It's not because she's loud, because that's annoying. We've seen loud, obnoxious women. It's annoying as fuck. Okay? But it's because she allows herself to express undeniably. In your craft as a sunshine siren energy, people take notice. It's what makes your content watched. It's what makes your voice heard, your presence remembered. Because you're no longer hiding behind perfection. You're letting yourself be experienced in real time. And that's what people are drawn to. You become magnetic when you show up as the activated alchemist, the chosen one, divine feminine. Okay? Not perfection, but your raw presence. The sunshine siren is also the energy of being chosen. Opportunities, rooms, stages, people, they come to you in droves. Okay? And it doesn't feel forced because they come to you. Because you're now fully visible. You're now seen. Hmm? A lot of you say you want to be seen, that you know that your calling is in the public eye. If you're divine feminine, your calling is in the public eye. But the only way you can be seen and enjoyed is if you fully show up. When it's time to fully show up, many of you, you pull back, you overthink, you dim it down because you've been told that part of what you're supposed to be showing up as is too much, or it makes other people around you uncomfortable. Uh, because you're in your confidence, because you're in your power and your purpose, because you're beautiful and magnetic and attractive. And the only reason why you say that is because you have been in rooms where whenever you did show just a bit of your light or even your dark, um, there were people who knew who you were before you knew who you were. We'll just say that. We'll go more into that in just a bit. But in the erotic siren call, this is where I show you how to activate your level of visibility. Okay. If you got your copy of the erotic siren call available on my Patreon, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go ahead and get that. Okay. Um, the erotic siren call is a workbook that helps you remember what your power and your purpose is. It helps you remember your magnetism. It helps you remember that you came here to be seen, to be enjoyed, to be fully experienced in whatever signature siren energy you're supposed to be activating right now. Like me, like you, um, many of you are legion like me. Okay, I'm outside and I'm not getting distracted, but I'm outside and the wind is blowing and I'm hearing the birds chirping and I kind of just want to be in nature, but I'm here with you. I figured there was no better way to record this video about the sunshine energy than being in the sunshine. So anyway, let's get into this. By the way, welcome to Alcheminity, because turning pain into power, power into pleasure, pleasure into purpose is sexy. I am your host and creator of this colony and the many colonies we're building around our globe. Hell, the sanctuaries and the temples we're building around our globe. I am your queen bee, Miss Burgess. If you're nasty, also known as Legion. If you know, you know. When I say Legion, that's for those of you divine feminines who are able to fluidly move throughout all of the sirens, okay? There is a signature siren that operates and activates and takes, is the HBIC in all of our lives, okay? But many of you are legion like me because you're able to activate whatever siren, depending on the situation, depending on which room you're in, depending on the people you're in front of. I always like to say that depending on how a person approaches you will determine which me Depending on how a person approaches me would determine which me they get. And it's the same thing for you. Depending on how people approach you, depending on what rooms you're in will determine which of you people get to experience, to witness, to enjoy. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into the sunshine siren now. In the previous weeks, we went into the Lilith siren energy. We talked about the Eve siren energy. Now we're moving into the sunshine siren energy. Remember, there are 7 sirens that we get to activate that all have the ability to awaken and activate within us. It just depends on if you're able to move fluidly throughout all of them. Many of you, again, you just have the signature siren. That signature siren is how you are supposed to show up in any given room or on stage. Again, if you are here as an activated alchemist and chosen one, you are a divine feminine. Your mission and your purpose is to remember that you are supposed to be in the public eye. Divine feminines, we are attractive in many different forms, right? You're very beautiful. People are probably told you there's something about you that's very beautiful. The way you walk, the way you move, the way that your voice sounds is very beautiful and magnetic. The way that you smell is attractive, right? You are supposed to be in the public eye if you are here. Right. And so many of us have suffered as divine feminines, right? Many of us have gone through the dark night of the soul odyssey, have been through shit after shit after shit in our lives because we were not activated in our powers, because we were hiding from the public view or the public eye. As soon as you answer your calling and step into the public eye as a divine, listen, I'm hearing shine, shine, shine. It's your time to shine. It is time. Many of us have suffered from extreme levels of anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts because we refused to shine. And the reason being for many of us was because we have experienced some sort of trauma, okay, in this life or past lives that required us to hide. There was a time when we did need to hide. Okay. If you got your copy of Activate, Unorthodox Philosophies that explore anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts as symptoms of suppressed superpower, you'll know what I'm talking about. Many of us have had to heal our witch wounds, right? In past lives, we were burned and hung as witches. Because when you showed up in your power, right, whatever your powers are, maybe you have the power of healing, you have the power through your voice, through speaking, or through touch, you have the power of just being beautiful. Do you know beauty is a power? I'm hearing beauty for ashes, by the way, for those of us who've had to burn, who were burned at the stakes, for those of us who had to become the phoenix rising. Beauty for ashes. But beauty is a power. As a divine feminine, we are supposed to be using our power of beauty for the right reasons. The problem was in our past lives, our beauty was considered almost a sin or a problem, because when you walked into the room, men's jaws dropped, whether they were married or single. All you did was show up. I'm thinking of who's the queen, Cleopatra, right? She showed up, men's mouths open. I'm thinking Medusa. For those of you again who are members over on Patreon, shouts out to my Patreon members. I see a wasp, y'all. That's why I'm looking over there. For many of my Patreon members, you have listened to the Sacred Sex Goddess series, all right? But I'm hearing Medusa, where we talk about it. We talk about Medusa, we talk about Jezebel, we talk about Cleopatra in the Sacred Sex Goddess series, where all you did was show up and you turned men to stone. This was a superpower, but in those days it was considered something from the devil, because you were causing men to want to leave their homes, leave town, to have different beliefs and shit. So you were considered a witch, all because you were beautiful. All you did was show up. You didn't say a goddamn thing. You didn't try to take nobody from nowhere. All you did was show up, and you changed people's minds. You changed their hearts. You inspired them. You motivated them. You opened their eyes. You awakened them. Just like the sunshine siren. When the sun rises in the morning, what happens? People wake the fuck up. Their eyes open. It's time to get up. You hear the roosters, whatever, right? That's what the sunshine is. The sunshine means it's time to wake up. The sunshine means it's time to rise up. Okay, hold on, y'all. Saw a wasp. It's time to rise up. It's time to wake up. And so when you show up as the sunshine siren energy, as an activated alchemist and chosen one, divine feminine, you wake people the fuck up. They want to rise up. Their eyes are open. They can see where they couldn't see before. They're intuitive now. They're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. When the sunshine shows up, people again awaken. And the other synonym for awaken is to arouse. So you are arousing people near and far. You are turning them on in more ways than one. Yes, you're turning them on down there, but you're turning them on in here. You're turning them on in here. You're helping them to remember who they are and why they came to this planet. That's what happened when the sunshine shows up. People wake up. People rise up. People are aroused. They are turned on in more ways than one. That is the power that you have, divine feminine. You must remember. When you activate your sunshine siren energy, for those of you who are ready to activate your sunshine siren energy, get your copy of the erotic siren call. For those of you who are ready to work one-on-one with me and helping to equip you to activate in your signature siren energy. Many of you don't know what your signature siren is. Okay, you must know what your signature siren is. There is an HBIC that is ready to guide you into your purpose, but you don't know who she is. You can't even evoke her. You can't evoke her. You have to be able to call her by name. For those of you on this journey, we have many names. This is why we say we are Legion. We have many names. Just like God has many names, we have many names. All right. You need to be able to know the signature siren name that you must evoke in order to awaken and arouse her. You don't respond to just any name, right? You would respond to queen. You would respond to goddess. You would respond to, whatever name turns you on, arouses you, whatever name aligns to who and what you really are. You respond to that. So you wouldn't respond to just any name. This is the same way the signature sirens are. They don't respond to just anything. You must call them and conjure them by name within you, right? I'm thinking of sunflowers too. So I'm sitting here looking out on this beautiful land in front of me. I'm sitting on several acres right now out in the countryside, and it's just so beautiful. I don't even have on shoes right now. I don't have on no panties. I don't have on no shoes. I don't have on no bra. It feels really, I had to make myself put on this dress for this video or else it would be freedom. But I'm thinking about sunflowers right now, talking about the sunshine siren energy. And the sunshine siren, when we think about sunflowers raise their heads up to the sun, do they not? I'm seeing sunflowers. I'm seeing people as sunflowers. This is what happens when you show up in your sunshine siren energy. People are raising up, looking up at you when you show up because you are lighting up their life. You are lighting up their world. Again, you're awakening and arousing them. Their heads are lifting up. I'm hearing people's, typically their heads are down, but when you show up, you are helping people to raise their heads up high to witness the sun. And you are the sun, right? I'm going to keep these videos short, y'all. Again, if you are ready to activate the sunshine siren energy in your life, get the copy of the erotic siren call. It's available over on my Patreon. You don't have to become a member to purchase the erotic siren call workbook, but most of you have become members. Shouts out to my members, cultivating and unleashing through masturbation. Yes, I teach masturbation. Again, for those of you who want to work one-on-one with me and activating your power and your purpose and your beauty and your magnetism and your signature sunshine, we do the work through our yonis. We do the work through our pussies. How we turn pain into power into pleasure into purpose is through our pussies. Yes, I work with pussies for a living. If you don't know, now you know. Yes. Right? This is how we alchemize as divine feminines. Divine feminines, our power and our purpose is to alchemize by tuning and tapping into activating the power of our yonis, of our pussies, of our wombs. Because we can birth and bring other things to the planet, not just human babies, not just children. When you have the power to bring life from the spiritual world into the physical world, aren't you at the least bit curious of what else you can do with that type of power? Yes, if you work one-on-one with me, we help you remember what your power and your purpose is and why you came to this planet through your pussy. You have got to connect to your body in order to remember your purpose. You've got to connect to your pussy in order to remember your purpose. This is how it goes. I'm hearing that's the way love goes. Doom, 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 doom. Ow. Doom, 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 doom. Mm-hmm. Doom, 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 doom. Like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. Ooh! My love is blind. Can't you see my desire? That's the way love goes. For the sunshine, siren energies, people are drawn to you. Opportunities are drawn to you like moths to flames burned by the fire. The sunshine energy siren is wanting me to say a couple things about that. Burned by the fire is a two-sided coin, okay? When we talk about being burned by the fire, fire can do two things. It can consume and it can refine, right? When we talk about the heat of the sun, okay, the sunshine can do two things. It can burn you, where you're like, I'm going to go inside, or it can refine you, bring you back to life. It can light you up on the inside, again, awakening you. So for those of you, for those in the world who are not ready for you and your power and your purpose, for those who are haters, for those who are jealous, for those who are in competition with you, for those who said, oh, you can't do that, or who she thinks she is, they are the ones getting burned by your fire because they cannot take it, right? Many of you weren't even able to take your own heat, the heat that your magnetism and your gifts bring. Can you take the heat of your own fire? Because a lot of people who've tried to shun you or shut you down weren't able to take your heat. But let me go back to the point. So fire can do two things. It can consume and it can refine. So there are people being consumed by the fire that you bring, by the heat that you bring in your sunshine siren energy. They're consumed. They're burned the fuck up by it. They can't take it. They got to leave the room, right? It burns them, scorches them. Then there are others that are refined by it, awakened by it, again, aroused by it. That is your mission and your purpose in your sunshine siren energy. You are supposed to burn the ones that are supposed to be consumed and refine the ones that are supposed to be awakened and aroused by you. Sunshine siren. Y'all know one of my favorite quotes, okay? One of my favorite quotes for those of my Harlem Nights lovers. The quote is, I got a girl whose pussy is so good, if you threw it in the air, it turned into sunshine, right? That's how good your pussy is, by the way. I can't say too much. Become a member over on Patreon because they try to shadow ban my stuff here, y'all. They try to shadow ban the shit because it's raw. It's wrong for me. This is why I created members only, because I can't say everything here on YouTube. It's too much for YouTube, right? It gets flagged, you know, like YouTube has already flagged my channel as adult content, and it is. You know, part of turning my pain into power, power into pleasure, pleasure into purpose was realizing that my content wasn't for kids or teenagers. Like I used to try to do work in the field of like working with kids and teenagers, and I realized that actually kept me stuck, stagnant, broken because I was trying to water down my messages. I was trying not to say the word fuck when I love the word fuck. That's my favorite word. But when I was trying to water down my messages, that kept me stuck. That kept me broke. That kept me broken. My content wasn't being watched when I was dumbing down my messages. As soon as I tapped into my Lilith and my Eve energy, when I was no longer afraid of my shadow, when I was no longer afraid of my shadow thoughts or my dark side or my dark self, and I started bringing this dark shadow parts of myself to the light in my sunshine energy, that is when people started to watch my content. That is when my channel grew. That's when I started bringing on clients, because it was not in my power to dumb down or water down my messages. So for many of you coming into your sunshine siren energy, you can no longer bite your tongue. You can no longer play the overly humble role or the girl next door role. You may look like the girl next door because you're so cute and prim and prep and all that kind of stuff. But when you open your mouth, baby, people are like, whoa, she knows some things. She deep, right? That's what you can no longer hide if you are going to turn your pain into power, your power into pleasure, and your pleasure into purpose. If you've been suffering, if you've been on a journey of if you've gone through anxiety, if you're experiencing anxiety or depression, suicidal thoughts right now, if you're feeling stuck and stagnant in your life, I know the feeling because I've been there myself. A lot has unfolded and evolved for me and continues to do so. As I speak to y'all, I speak to myself. Okay? Things continue to evolve in my life as I continue to activate in my siren energy, as I continue to come out in the forefront, no longer hiding, right? But if you threw, I want to go back to the point Sunshine Sirens want me to reiterate. Again, the quote from Harlem Nights, if you threw her pussy in the air, it turned into sunshine. Many of you, your pussies are that good, not because you put it on Tyrone or Mike. See, that's where a lot of people get my content twisted. It ain't about Mike. It ain't about putting it on nobody. This is about putting it on yourself. This is about arousing and awakening yourself first. Then the people around you will arouse and awaken in more ways than one. Okay. But your pussy is that good. You want to know why? Because you've done the work to heal your yoni. You've done the work to heal from sexual trauma. You have to do the work on a root chakra level first. It has to happen down there and raise that energy up to your crown. That's how it works. So many of you, your pussies are so good because you've done the spiritual work. Divine feminine pussy is very, very good, very sweet, very yummy, very juicy, very delicious, very... Become a member over on Patreon. I'm going to leave it at that. This is why I created members only. But your pussy is good not because you put it on somebody, but because you've healed. And I don't mean just sexually good. I mean your center of creation, where God and Goddess dwells. Your pussy is good because you're divine. Your pussy is good because you've done the inner work. That's what makes your pussy good. And when I say good, this isn't about sex, okay? Your pussy is good because that's where God and Goddess now dwells within you, because you've awakened it. You've done the work on a root chakra level. You've healed your root chakra. That's what makes your yoni good. It's good because now you can alchemize some shit. You can turn pain into power. That's what makes it good. It's good because you're no longer stuck and stagnant in your life. Sunshine siren energy doesn't care about perfection. It just is. It's just bright. It just glows. Now, there are days where the clouds come in and try to block the sunshine, but it's still daylight. That means the sun is still out and it's still shining. Those clouds are the haters, are the naysayers, all of those people that try to block. But you can't block daylight, right? I'm seeing some cardinals just fly by. Beautiful, right? Any other points you want me to 222 on the timer right now? Any other points I needed to bring up? By the way, this is the second time I'm recording this video. I recorded this before, and the video recording cut off, and it only recorded 9 minutes. And that was like a 28-minute video. Time goes by so fast when I'm talking to y'all, though. It's just like I said, I'm going to be on here for like no longer than 10 or 15 minutes. And next thing I look at the clock, it's almost 30 minutes. I think that's all. Okay. If you're ready to activate your sunshine siren energy, now's the time to do so. If you are suffering in your life, if you're still feeling stuck in your life, broken out in your life, you've gone through the most shit. You've had to become the alchemist in your life. It means it's time for you to stop hiding. We don't need to hide anymore. They're not going to hang us and burn us at the stake and call it. They can call us whatever they want to fucking call us, but they can't do what they did in past lives. So you can come out of hiding now. Come out wherever you are. It's time to shine. Shine, shine, shine. Living your life like it's golden. Living your life like it's golden. Living your life like it's golden. Because it is. You're meant to awaken and arouse people. By your looks, by your voice, by the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you smell. I'm hearing that walk by breeze. I was working, for those of you that know, I work as a flight attendant. As stressful as it is, I work as a flight attendant, and don't know how long I'm going to be doing that, but I know it's part of my mission to be in the public eye in that way, and so I do it. I'm there. But one of my passengers said, she says, "Ooh, girl, that walk by ass smell good." She was talking about the way I smelled, right? I had a passenger walk up to me and tell me that she was nervous to fly at night. It was her first time flying at night, but the way that I smelled calmed her because she was about to have a panic attack. You hear? You must show up, because you showing up in your siren activated energy is going to heal people. It's going to awaken people. It's going to arouse people. It's going to bring people back to the light, right? You even being in your shadow dark energy brings people to the light. Yes. Get your copy of Activate, by the way. We talk about how the darkness and the shadows is its own kind of light as well. You are that. Especially if you're Legion, you are that. Also, for those of you who are romantically involved, or somebody's dog, or want to attract certain divine masculines into your life. I remember somebody saying to me, I remember saying to somebody asked me, if I ever decided to get married, or if I ever get in a relationship again. And I remember saying, whoever the man is for me, he can't see me where I am. He can't see me where I am because I wasn't shining in my power or in my purpose and in my energy. Whoever he is, he can't see me where I am because I was hiding, and I knew that. I was hiding physically, but I was also hiding mentally and spiritually. I wasn't at a vibrational frequency to even attract or to be seen by certain divine masculines. So if you're supposed to be in your sunshine siren energy, he can't see you if you're hiding, because the sun is supposed to shine and illuminate everything. Sunshine siren energies are the true Illuminatis, by the way. Why? Because you illuminate shit. So he can't see you if you're hiding. Unless you're Luna, which is another siren. Luna meaning moon, shining at night. Anyway, we'll get into that when we get into that. From my sunshine siren energies, he can't see you if you're hiding, because you're supposed to be shining. He can't see you where you are. Vibrationally, he can't see you. On the frequency, he can't see you. Mentally, he can't see you. Physically, he cannot see you. It's time to shine. I'll see y'all. I'll speak to y'all in the next episode. Don't forget to become a member over on Patreon if you're ready to work one-on-one with me and activating your signature siren, because you're called into the public eye, and you are as divine feminine. It's time. Divine feminine, you're the new wave of celebrities. You're the new wave of congressmen and congresswomen. You're divine feminines and divine masculines are supposed to be in the public eye. Very high levels in the public eye. Anyway, if you know this is your calling, it's time for you to be equipped mentally, spiritually, emotionally to take on that calling. Work one-on-one with me. Information's in the description box. Email me. One-on-one exclusives with me are now available. Become a member over on Patreon, whether you become an initiate or a come member. Become an initiate, then become a come member. It's a whole nother level. If you are sensitive about seeing nipples or body parts, or hearing moaning, or you are uncomfortable with hearing the word pussy, or uncomfortable with touching yourself, connecting with yourself, the memberships are not for you. Don't become a member, and definitely don't reach out to me to work one-on-one. Okay? Get your copy of Activate. It's available on Amazon, only in paperback, no longer ebook. I'll see y'all. Speak to y'all in the next episode. Ciao.